Hello guys, welcome to this continuous integration with Jenkins second screencast. In this we are just going to see about getting started with Jenkins, how to install a native installations or also generic installation of the Jenkins. Okay, first of all I just want to explain what is Jenkins, what you can download and what is it license is all about. Okay, Jenkins is actually an open source software which is built on top of Java, and it is distributed under MIT license, so anyone can download it for free and they can use it. And one more good thing about Jenkins is it is around 60 MB, and it can be downloaded as a native file in Windows or Red Hat or Fedora SUSE operating system, or else it can be downloaded as an war application and it can be run standalone. Okay, there are two ways of installing this war. One is either you can just run it as an standalone Java program like java-jar, and you can just give the war name so that it will start its own Jetty server behind the scenes, and it will boost up the application. Or else you can have your own Tomcat app server, or you can have your own WebLogic app server. You can just deploy the war to your application server and you can just access it through the application server port. Okay, there are two ways to it. We'll just see in a while what this is all about. And as I mentioned in the first video, Jenkins is derived from Hudson, which is forked from Hudson, and after a disagreement between Oracle, previously, as we know the story, right? So Oracle acquired Sun. Previously Sun was sponsoring the Hudson. So when Oracle acquires Sun, after that there was the disagreement between the Oracle team and the Hudson team. So they forked a separate repo, and that is available in GitHub, and you can access the application separately. Means you can access the project separately. So as I mentioned, it is a servlet container. You can just run your application. It's run on top of servlet container. That's why it's supported by Jetty, and it supports the following source code management tools like AC, CU Rev, CS, Collaborant version, Subversion, Git, Mercurial, ClearCase of IBM's, and it also supports two build tools, Apache and Apache Maven. You can also run a standalone shell scripts, window batch commands through Hudson. Okay, and primary developer of Hudson Jenkins is this guy. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Kwaguchi. I'm sorry for spelling it wrong or pronouncing it wrong. And as I mentioned earlier, it is providing under a MIT license, so it is a free software altogether. Okay, and there are various ways you can trigger the job in this Hudson. Okay, you can trigger a job manually, or if one job is completed, if you want to chain another job, then you can do that. You can also have cron based jobs. You can also hit the jobs using URLs. There are various ways to it. Okay, to trigger the jobs. And there were, as we see in the existing video, the last video, there are some other software, continuous integration software also there in practice. Based on the original Jenkins, there are some other continuous integration practice tools developed for their languages too. For example, primarily Hudson and Jenkins are used for, as of my knowledge, I think it's mostly used on Java, 90% I guess, and people are using for .NET too. I have seen in other projects. So the Django Jenkins is the one which is they have been using it for building Python based projects. And Travis CA, as I mentioned, it is also hugely now adopted in open source projects. You can visit their link and you can just get to know about them. And this is the official Jenkins CI service website. You can just go ahead. You can just download Jenkins as an web archive, or you can just download the native packages, whether you use Windows or Ubuntu Debian or Red Hat or Mac or OpenSUSE, BSD or whatever it is, you can just download them. Okay. And as I told you earlier, if you're going to download this as a war, then you can just run this standalone. For example, you can just run it something like the java-jar, and you can give the var name. This is applicable for Hudson as well. It's the same practice, same code base, right? So same practice. You can run it as a standalone war file. There are two practices. You can run it as a standalone war file, or you can deploy this to your application server. For example, otherwise you can just you can deploy your Hudson web application to your WebLogic or your Tomcat container. Okay, once you deploy it, you will be able to access a screen something like this. Okay, you have to mention your host name, and you can give in your port number so that you will be able to access the application, and you can create your jobs. Okay. That's what Jenkins CI server is all about. This is how you can just install or download the stuff from their websites. And similar to Jenkins, you can also go for hudsoncs.org. You will be able to download a similar kind of thing in Hudson as well. Okay, you can download either some Hudson war, or you can download it as a native packages, and you can just use it. Hudson is also available as an iPhone app for iPhone peoples, and it can be downloaded as an app, and you can trigger an app from your mobile. You can trigger a build from your mobile. Okay. That's it for this session. Just getting started. In the next session, we will see in more detail about how to do a native installation on Windows, and how to run a war-based deployment, how to push it to the application server. Those things we will see it in the next session. Thanks for watching this session. See you in the next session. Bye bye.